further with your business to business in the fact that you stay in touch with this great community, and so many of you do this so well. You gather together, you go to Florida, you go on cruises together, you go say you're brainstorming, but we are, right? We're brainstorming, we're sharing ideas. Tell us a couple things that you do to stay in touch with this community consistently, because this is a game changer.
Okay, well, we need to stand out, right? As a realtor, you know you need to stand out in your community. So when I'm doing my business networking, I stand out as a leader. I want to be the president or something like that. I'm going to be there every week and make my time work for me and be someone that people take notice of. So how to stand out in this community was something that I considered. And so one time, some of you know this, I made 100 calls in a day.
To this community.
Which is wild, because sometimes I struggle to make 5. But I couldn't conceive of how this might feel. Somebody told me they made 100 calls in a day, and I was like, oh, I wonder how that would work. But we had a very typical Texas weather pattern arriving one winter when we get told it's going to ice, you know, and as the day goes on, things get cancelled, and after school activities get cancelled, and then school's canceled the next day, and by the end of the day, the following day, my calendar was totally empty, which like never happens. So I'm like, oh, maybe this is the day I make my 100
This
calls.
is the day to make the calls.
I set about looking through my contacts, and I wrote 25 names of people that I knew on the East Coast, another 25 coming west, 25, and then finishing up with West Coast agents. And started calling 8 o'clock in the morning, East Coast agents, and just saying, I'm making 100 calls today, and I'm in Dallas, Texas, and I'm never too busy for your referrals. I was pulling them up on Facebook as I was going along and friend requesting, and
the Buffini Referral Network comes to mind?
Yes. And some people I reached and some I didn't, and some people were like, oh, this is weird, you know, you're making 100 calls. Anyway, as I was going through the day, the amazing community kicked in. I got people, as I called them, saying, I hoped you'd pick me. I've been following along on Facebook. And then they would be answering, you know, with, I've been looking up who I have in your area. I mean, it was just absolutely crazy. So I did 100 calls in a day. It's absolutely wild.
And I mean, this community. So she had a situation, calendar was empty, and you made your trip work for you.
Right.
I love it so much, and it pays dividends for all of us to get and receive referrals from this amazing community.
Oh yes, I mean it really does. But you need to start slow and build and come to events like this and meet people and keep in touch. You know, take those cards that you've gathered this time and call them and be known. You have to be known.
Amen.